Okay, moving along. So, we've already done the speeding traffic calming section. Earlier, if you were around the table, Dee did pass around the memo regarding the illegal dumping subcommittee, and she is here to present. Dee, welcome.
See you, Tony.
Take care. Bye.
So I have a bunch of handouts that are referenced on the bottom of our subcommittee update. I received these from code enforcement. I will sit down in just a moment.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys want to push those along, and they're going to come forward.
Oop, can I get one of each
I
before they
hope
get
that
lost?
there's enough. I can email it to you.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh, I printed 15 of each, I think.
Okay.
So, on May 1st, we had our first meeting with code enforcement with Deputy Director Diane Buchanan, and it was just a. I was gonna.
Handouts will create chaos.
I will email the handouts to Pete, so if you don't get a copy, it's okay. I'll circulate them, and I'll post them on Nextdoor.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so what did you mention?
Okay.
I do want to talk about the business part, though, when you talk about
Sounds good.
4 documents?
Yeah, there's a
three.
bunch of
Three
handouts.
documents.
There's 3.
3 documents.
Actually, no, there is 4.
There are 4 documents.
I have some here. Here comes another round.
Oh, that's the 4th. Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No.
Are you
okay.
collecting all the paper?
There we go.
So this last handout that's going around, it's the 4th one. I didn't mention it, but it's actually the list of licensed haulers. So if you are thinking about renting a debris box or having like a neighborhood dumpster day, these are the licensed haulers that you can try first. And so let's get back to the update. So on May 1st, we had an update with the Deputy Director, Diane Buchanan. She's the Deputy Director of Code Enforcement. And it was an introduction meeting just to break the ice and to let her know who we are and let her know that we're here, we're willing to help, how can we help, and just to get things circulating. Second thing is Code Enforcement did let us know they're going to re-release their educational articles to the residents of San Jose, providing tips. So it's kind of like what I just passed out, like there's a voluntary tow program where if you have the pink slip, you could call the city, they'll come and get your car. No money, you don't get any money from that, so it's not like pick and pull, but you can definitely surrender your car to the city. So it's tips like that that would be offered in these monthly articles, and we are definitely looking forward to the start of that. That should be sometime, if not June, maybe July or August, but sometime this summer we will start getting tips from Code Enforcement, and I'm not sure if they're going to be emailed directly to me, but however they're brought to us, we will definitely circulate them, whether it's on Nextdoor, posting it on the D3 CLC Yahoo groups will definitely get the word out. Third thing is I just mentioned the list of licensed haulers, so that's going to be very resourceful, and I hope everybody can take advantage of those. The link that's provided is to what I've already printed out. Code Enforcement, they are offering presentations, so they can come into your neighborhood groups and do a presentation. They did let us know that the staff is kind of limited and it is tight for them, so we need to make sure that we can get a nice, decent-sized group together before contacting them, or just to make sure that the meeting is meaty for Code Enforcement. And let's see, Diane's information is on there if you want to contact her regarding those. Also, there was a consultant report by R3 Consulting Group. They submitted their consultant report to the City of San Jose. This consulting group they specialize in waste management, and that information will be made public through the city manager's office. There is a used mattress recovery and recycling act that is expected to begin in the state of California in 2016. So we're hoping that our councilman could go to bat for us and see if maybe San Jose will jump on board and use that law. Let's see, the other thing was if you have a hot spot in your area and you see an active illegal dumping take place, call 311. And I also put the other number from a cell phone. That number is 408-277-8900. That also contacts the San Jose PD's non-emergency. Once again, don't put yourself in harm's way trying to get license plate numbers. And the last few things it talks about the handouts. So the resourceful handouts are all throughout the table. So that concludes our update.
Wow, you've been busy, thank you. This is
Yeah.
fabulous work, and even just gathering all this information, that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, we work really well together. So.
In concluding, one of the things that I wanted to mention, the reason for the using of the licensed haulers is that the people that will come and tell you they'll take away stuff very inexpensively is because they don't have a license, and what they end up doing, they're the ones that put them on the street and don't dispose of them. We have a recourse with these folk where we have no recourse at all with the other people there. The committee has asked me to be involved in the business institutional section of our illegal dumping because I had some initial rapport with the business community, and that we really want to build a better rapport with them. For instance, one of the things we'll be looking at is littering, and probably one of the major sources of littering in our city is from fast food. And so one of the things that we have noticed is that Jack in the Box is very receptive about putting receptacles, especially for their drive-thrus, into where you can put your trash in there. All of the others, McDonald's, Burger King, and there's another one, third one I'm missing, Wendy's, has removed all of their trash receptacles from their facilities. And so this is obviously increasing that. We'll be working with them on a positive level and reciprocally help them out in what we never thought about this was human waste. The issue downtown about the stench of urine and of defecation into the alleyways, etc. And one of the things that, Council Member, we had looked at is the public toilets. There's a public toilet in front of, right on the square, right across from the Fairmont Hotel. I parked there, and I've watched illegal drug deals go on there. I've watched prostitutes turn tricks. I've watched everything else going on other than it being a facility for a woman in particular. I couldn't imagine a woman using that as a place. So we have some challenges in the area of the business section. We had talked about in this group about regional issues, about our issues going from one region to the next. Our people have talked about, going, I'll just finish in just a second, from one side to the other. We have opportunities to transcend regional problems in addressing the waste problem. They're doing with rail bed issues and other issues, particularly with businesses, et cetera, that we will look at. But this might be our first opportunity to go beyond our boundaries to work at some common issues with reference to illegal waste dumping.
Okay, well, we are past our, I was so happy
Skip
to
something?
see you. I skipped over the homeless subcommittee report out. So if we could allow Tina a few moments to report on that. And, you know, I am famous for jumping around on agendas, so I'm sorry for pulling this again, but Tina.
Yeah, thank you. So
Yeah.
just really briefly, I'll be really quick. So we have a homeless subcommittee, and we met and we talked about, there's a plan, I'm not sure how many people have heard about this. I think it's like a 10-year plan. It was put together by different entities within Santa Clara County, and it was approved by the council, and so we got our hands on that, and we're going to be reading through that and discussing it, and then I will include that in report outs. If people are interested, I can send you the link. It is online. We are working to get a meeting with Councilmember Rowell, and so that will be forthcoming. And then just real briefly, on the topic of homelessness, you know, there's different entities that are involved, and I had the opportunity to go to a lunch and learn today from Spur. How many of you guys have heard of Spur? Okay, so Spur is downtown. It's in downtown San Jose. It's in Oakland. It's in San Francisco, and it is it takes a region-wide approach to different issues. And in fact, I don't know if you've seen this. It had seamless transit for this. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. But so they did a lunch and learn on the homeless issue, and there were different people from the county, the city, and also Jennifer Loving from Housing 1000, I believe.
Yeah.
Destination Home.
Destination
Something
Home,
like
okay.
this is yeah.
Yeah, and so this panel talked about after the jungle had been disbanded, what now, and they talked a little bit about this plan. They took questions from the audience, and a couple of things I just wanted to point out that I thought were kind of interesting was that we as community members should not mix up the difference between criminal behavior and homelessness. They're not exactly the same, and we have every right to report criminal behavior. Homelessness is a larger issue, and in a lot of cases, it's, you know, completely different people. And then also, I thought this was really important. Jennifer made the point that the city, the county that donates, or doesn't donate, but they allocate millions of dollars to try to help the homeless. It's not about free housing. It's about trying to get people back on their feet. And so I thought that was a really good point. Again, you know, my wanting to be there, and then also part of this committee is to take the perspective of the neighborhoods and community members, and what can we do, you know, when in dealing with some of the issues that we deal with, while the city and the county and other entities are dealing with the homeless proper. So anyway, that's my update. Thank you very much for letting me, and thanks for letting me interrupt.